Subject of Premier League brothers that have played against each other, of course, the Ferdinands, the Wright Phillipses and the Etuhu brothers here today, who we've just seen exchange pleasantries. It's Manchester City and Fulham live on Sky Sports 1 and HD1, channel 408 in high definition. And if you're a Sky digital viewer and wish to go interactive, push the red button on your remote control and follow the instructions to that page. If you're a City fan, you'll be pleased to see him. Commentators Andy Gray and Ian Darke.
Yeah, Martin Petrov back today. Has had an injury nightmare this season. Hasn't been seen since October. The speedy winger, and Mark Hughes singing his praises in the match programme today. They'll be glad to have him back. And Manchester City looking for what would be a 7th consecutive home win here in the Premier League. They are a completely different side at home than away. But you could say that about Fulham too, couldn't you?
Absolutely. Same records, pretty much. Super ball from Murphy.
Here's Ireland. Etuhu's made a diagonal run. He wanted it. Ireland goes on. Did that deflect? It has! And in! Stephen Ireland for Manchester City with their first real crack-on goal.
Rather like Buss's goals. He said he hadn't scored since Boxing Day. Got one in midweek against Hamburg. And that's football. Little nick off John Pansel is certainly a key element in whether the ball goes in or not. It might well be that the goalkeeper would have saved this, but this is a really poor goal for them. They got caught upfield. They're really, for the first time, stretched a bit Fulham. They're not back in. They're not organised. They're backing away, backing away. Well, I think it's actually Etuhu it comes off as he just turns in field and looked to play it on that far side, but that little flick of Dickson Etuhu is certainly a key element. And the ball taking that unusual flight and just rooting the goalkeeper. He's helpless. Mark Schwartz are helpless. Now that is the Premier League for you. Create a couple of chances or 3 or 4 chances and you don't take them, then you get punished.
He ran all the way from his own half, Stephen Ireland, and there was barely a challenge until, well, it was too late.
Well, there were good runs off him. I think the fact that Petrov, Budginov all got up alongside him, Ian, it did then occupy the defenders. They had to back away and back away. And you just make a decision as a defender, how far do we back away before we allow him to take the shot? Dickson Etuhu is a little unlucky. You know, he gets a half a block on it.
That 3 because they're 1-0 down here. Stephen Ireland's deflected effort. Enough for Manchester City. It was their first real effort on goal of the match. Ireland moving level, top scorer with Robinho for Manchester City this season. Fulham missed chances early in the game, and that's why they're 1-0 down here at the break. That's a loose one from Zabaleta. Zamora is onto it. And Dempsey has equalised. Loose play by Manchester City, and Clint Dempsey comes up with a Fulham equaliser.
Well, Mark Hughes will not be happy, having broken up an attack. To give the ball away is cheap play. That's a giveaway, and they've got total control of this, and that's really poor from Zabaleta. Well, they had a little bit of luck with Stephen Ireland's goal, and so do Fulham have a little bit of luck, because when the tackle's made here, it could go anywhere, the ball. But Mika Richards just stops it for Dempsey, just to open up his body. And it's a really good finish. Takes his time, slides it wide of the goalkeeper, and Shea Given is beaten at Eastlands for the first time.
Clint Dempsey, goal coming from the American.
I really can't believe that.
Konchesky, meanwhile, Dempsey was in space. Here's Etuhu. Yes, that'll do for Fulham. One of the brothers has struck. And it's the Fulham version, Dickson Etuhu against his old club. That will be a massive moment in that footballer's life.
Well, what a finish. But it's been coming. I said if they believed and if they up the tempo in their game and they push forward a little bit, that this game was here for Fulham's winning. And this is a lovely finish from Dickson Etuhu. That touch there is a good one to set it. And it's a brilliant finish. Shea Given absolutely grasping thin air. Thought he might go across the goalkeeper, but he doesn't. Just turns it round him like that. It's an absolutely superb strike from the midfield player. Take that. Great goal.
The net shaking And Dickson Etuhu celebrating his first goal for Fulham and only his second Premier League goal ever. The other one was for Sunderland against Wigan last season. Zamora. And this is promising as well. They've got Dempsey to the left. Johnson's up there again. Zamora to Dempsey. Can he finish? Yes, he can. 2 for Clint Dempsey, 3 for Fulham, and it looks like the points are safe.
Richard done big mistake. Went to try and nick it on the halfway line or close to it. Got nowhere near it. And from then, Manchester City had a problem. Goes to try and nick this. Zamora sees him coming. And now he's got choices. He thinks Simon Davis is the obvious one. Acres of space. But he takes the one nearest to him. And he's quick enough and powerful enough to hold off Micah Richards here and just steer it past Shea Given. It's a fabulous counter-attack from Fulham. And that should be this game. Done and dusted.
Fulham hit 3 goals away from home for the second match running, and in those 2 games they've trebled their away goals for the season. That's ridiculous, isn't it? But it's true.
It's goal number 40 of the weekend. So it's been a fabulous weekend for all the football supporters of the Premier League.
Don't tell the Manchester City fans that.
No, I'm talking.
Generally, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's it, it's all over. It's a sparkling comeback by Fulham with 3 second-half goals. Disappointment for Mark Hughes, injury hit side today. They never really got going despite taking the lead through Stephen Ireland. And a bit of a story with Dickson Etuhu scoring against his old club on a day when his brother was playing for the opposition. 2 goals as well for Clint Dempsey, the American, and Fulham deserved winners. There's only 1 point separating them now from that Europa League place of 7th. It's finished here. Manchester City 1, Fulham